Hey, thank you for tuning in for some more stock market news updates and business news. Let's dive into some exciting stock market updates. Brace yourselves because it was a mixed day for stocks following an intriguing signal from Jerome Powell and other central bankers worldwide. They hinted that more interest rate hikes are on the horizon, and Powell even suggested the possibility of back-to-back rate raises. But what does this mean for investors? Well, get ready for a downward trend in the stock market when those interest rate hikes officially kick in, as they aim to combat inflation. But wait, there's some good news. Amidst the potential challenges, the recent stress test results for the 23 largest banks are in, and they passed with flying colors. Even in a severe recession scenario, these banks were able to maintain minimum capital levels, despite a projected $541 billion in losses. Not only that, they continued providing credit to the economy during this hypothetical recession. Talk about a confidence booster for investors, and it doesn't stop there. U.S. consumer confidence is soaring, reaching a 17-month high, with fewer people predicting an impending recession. Our labor market remains historically strong, despite the expected ongoing interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve. So there are some positive factors to consider amidst the fluctuations. Now let's shift gears to the airline industry. If you've got any airline stocks in your portfolio, listen up. We've got some turbulence ahead. Thunderstorms and staffing shortages have wreaked havoc, leading to over 20,000 delayed flights and 5,000 cancellations across the country this week. The chaos is likely to continue as we head into the 4th of July weekend, which the TSA predicts will be the busiest day for air travel since the pandemic began. But let's move on to another hot topic in the financial world. Costco, the warehouse retail giant, is making some changes. Gone are the days of using your grandpa's membership card to stock up on massive quantities of goods. Costco is cracking down on non-members using members' cards. Now, when you're using self-checkout, you better be prepared to show your ID, which must match the Costco card you're using. But why the sudden change? Well, Costco heavily relies on membership fees to offset its low-margin, low-price strategy and combat inflation. Despite a 2% increase in revenue, the retailer's profits dipped 4% last quarter. So, if you want those deliciously cheap rotisserie chickens, it's time to join the ranks of Costco's 124.7 million cardholders. In other news, we have some interesting updates. Google is facing advertisers' ire due to a report claiming that 80% of its video ad placements on third-party sites appeared on unsavory web pages. This disagreement has led some clients to demand refunds. We also saw General Mills stock take a 5% hit as the cereal icon missed revenue expectations. Inflation and declining consumer spending have impacted sales and margins. On the tech front, President Biden is considering imposing export restrictions on AI chips, potentially affecting chip makers like Nvidia. These restrictions could hinder the U.S. industry's ability to compete and lead in the Chinese market. Moving on, Oracle Corp has made headlines by investing billions of dollars in Nvidia chips as its cloud division jumps on the AI wave. Let's keep up the pace with some quick stock news updates to keep you in the loop. Activision Blizzard might abandon a $69 billion takeover bid by Microsoft if the US FTC pauses the deal, according to the game maker's CEO. Microsoft's CEO, Satya Nadella, expressed his desire to eliminate exclusive arrangements between video games and popular gaming consoles. Also, I want to mention that Overstock has officially agreed to acquire the Bed Bath & Beyond brand and other intellectual property. Next up, we saw Micron just reported earnings, beating expectations with an EPS of a loss of $1.43 and revenue of $3.75 billion. On top of that, if you did not know, Visa has announced its acquisition of Pismo for a cool $1 billion. Pismo is a cloud-native issuer processing and core banking platform which operates globally. In government contracts news, Raytheon ticker symbol RTX has secured a $625 million contract with the U.S. Air Force for the production of force element terminals as part of the Air Force family of Advanced Beyond Line of Sight Terminals program, which is fantastic news for RTX stockholders. And let's not forget our favorite investment guru, Cathie Wood from ARK Investment Management. She made some interesting moves, buying a little bit of TSM and AMD, while selling a small portion of Tesla stock. Lastly, in the tech industry, U.S. antitrust regulators are gearing up to file a lawsuit targeting Amazon's core online marketplace in the coming weeks. The main allegation is expected to revolve around Amazon leveraging its power to reward merchants that use its logistics services and penalize those who don't. And in a fascinating development, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway now owns more than 25% of Occidental. They've filed for the purchase of an additional 2.14 million shares at a price point of around $57 per share. Wow, what a whirlwind of financial updates. Stay tuned for more exciting market news and insights. Remember to like the video, subscribe, and tune in next time, but until next time, happy investing.